am in the Valley of the Sun today here with my great friend Thanaa, and we are going to talk about, we're going to do a series of the different towns and most desirable living areas in the Phoenix metro area, but today we're going to talk about Ahwatukee. And the reason of that, of course, is because we both know Ahwatukee very well. I lived in Ahwatukee between 1995 and 2019, and Thanaa still lives in Ahwatukee, and both of us think it's a beautiful place.
We moved to Ahwatukee since January 1st, 2009. We have been in love ever since.
So one of the nice things about Ahwatukee is how it's centrally located. It's near the center part of town, and you can get to Sky Harbor International Airport, say, in maybe 15 to 20 minutes if you're not in rush hour. You can get to ASU in about 20 minutes. If you have a child going to ASU, they could live at home and commute to ASU. It's about 10-15 minutes over the freeway to get to Chandler, where you've got major tech employers like Intel, Motorola, Microchip. I also heard recently in the news that Intel is putting a new $20 billion facility in probably Chandler, and so that will be within a very good commute if you decide to live in Ahwatukee.
So one of the best things that I like about Ahwatukee is the Ahwatukee schools. We have one of the best school districts here in Arizona, the Kyrene School District, which is an A+ school district. All their schools are excelling. My kids went for their elementary schools, middle schools.
As did mine, yes.
Yeah. But then we have something else that's very distinguished here in Ahwatukee, and that's the charter schools, excelling charter schools.
Yes,
like
Horizon, Summit
School,
Ahwatukee Basis. Now my child went to Ahwatukee Basis, and it is a prestigious, very prestigious, not private, but a charter school. Wasn't that good of a fit for my child because he is autistic, but if you have an excelling child that you really want to push, the basis schools are a very good option. The other thing is we have the two high schools are part of the Tempe Union High School District. We have Mountain Point High School and Desert Vista High School, which are also excelling schools.
Yes. Yeah. So Ahwatukee schools, hands off, best school, charter or public schools. Living in Ahwatukee makes everything easy. We are close to shopping, we are close to entertainment, dining. For example, we have some of the major retailers, Walmart, we have Target, Costco, Home Goods, we have IKEA.
The only IKEA in the
only
state.
IKEA in the state, yay! We also have...
you've got the grocery, the Sprouts and Trader Joe's,
yes,
if you are into the organic foods.
In addition to Fry's and
Safeway, Bashas',
and Bashas', and best of all, we have Goodwill. And we have one of the best Goodwills. We have two in Ahwatukee, not just one.
So a couple of other things that are worth mentioning is, well, there's very good dining in Ahwatukee. You have a lot of restaurants within Ahwatukee, as well as just a little bit of ways, Italian, Thai, Mediterranean, American, Mexican. So just about anything that your palate would go for. There are also some of those breweries where they brew their beer and you get hamburgers to go with it. And then another thing is there's sports-related activities. So either of our kids were sports kids, but there are a lot of youth programs for soccer, baseball, football. All the neighbors in my neighborhood would always talk about getting their kids together and trying out for teams. But my kids were more book-type geeks than that. And then, yes. And if you're a golfer, there are actually 5 golf courses in Ahwatukee. So if you don't like one, you can go to another one, and I'm certain you'd find something that you would like.
In addition, we have too many parks. In every community there are small parks in addition to the big ones, and we have one of the best parks also, probably
Pecos Park?
Yeah, let's say.
There's an awesome park, Pecos Park, because it's a big water park where you've got the slides and the wave pool, and when the kids were small, they loved that place.
Yeah, and they also have the training programs where they train kids to swim.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
And they have the big skateboard park,
Yes.
the dog park, and
Yes.
then just the regular playground. Take your kids to the playground park.
You can spend all day long there.
You can.
Or you can take your kids to learn swimming and just go and sit and enjoy the nature. It's beautiful. It's close to the 202 freeway on the south part of Ahwatukee.
And if you're not into that kind of park, there's a lot of hiking trails that are part of the South Mountain Park system. There are many trails you can get to within the little neighborhoods. Neighborhood I had, I'd walk maybe 3 blocks and I would get to a hiking trail, but then there are the major trails, that one back by the Foothills Safeway, and then there's the one on Elliott. So there are major hiking trails that you could do a new trail probably every week if you're really into that kind of thing.
In addition, there are communities also that have their own play area and their own like huge parks, even with swimming pools. Like our community, the Mountain Park Ranch community, we have 3 instead of 1. We have 3 community areas where we have the tennis courts, swimming pools, hiking trails, and we have also playgrounds for little children and play structures.
That's
for
true.
little
Within
children.
the communities like Mountain Park Ranch. So we'll probably do future
Yes.
videos on each one of the communities, like, Lakewood, Mountain
Yes.
Park Ranch. But that was a good example. Mountain Park Ranch has their own pools. They got 3 community pools. Some of the other places have, 1 or 2 community pools. So those are great places to get together as well.
We'll be talking about this
Yes.
later.
And then what about, they've got Foothills they had before COVID, the concert in the parks where they would have live
Yes.
entertainment. They do
events where all vendors from different areas come and
That's
sell
right,
their
like a
products.
food truck type thing.
The food truck is another event where
Okay.
it takes place usually on Chandler and 32nd Street by our favorite Goodwill.
Yes, and then on the Foothills Boulevard. I don't remember the name of it because I moved
Desert
away to
Foothills.
Desert Foothills.
That's the park.
That's
where
the big park where they
big
do.
event.
Yes, the big
Yes.
event, and
We
then
have the farmers market too.
That's true.
I don't know right now, but I know before COVID, I know it was.
it was every week before
Yeah.
COVID. It's
Yes.
probably coming back if they put a temporary halt to it. And
Yes,
then
hopefully.
they have the beautiful Christmas lights where all down Chandler Boulevard they wrap the trees and they have a lighting ceremony before, like probably early December, and then it just lit up. Looks beautiful for the entire month of December and into January.
It's a beautiful city.
It
I
is a
love it.
wonderful community. So I think we've told you all about the excitement of living there. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the real estate that you could
Definitely.
find, the price range. You're probably more up on the price range because I moved away a couple of years ago. But you can find single family, condos, apartments, townhomes, and there's even a 55 and over community with small homes or duplexes in the northern part of Ahwatukee.
So I'm looking for a client now in the Ahwatukee area, and she's looking to find a 2-bedroom type of townhouse, and we are finding 199 K1s. So you can find prices as low as about 200,000 all the way to $3 or $2 million houses.
That's true.
In
There
the
are
Ahwatukee area,
couple
it's
of
a
the
huge range.
luxury subdivisions like the Ahwatukee Custom Estates, the Equestrian Estates, and even deep in the foothill where you can find $2, $3, $5 million homes. And I've even seen the 10 million where
Yes.
if you're way up on the hill and have that big beautiful view,
Yes.
you can find something probably for everybody's taste.
Yeah. The only thing we don't have here is mobile homes. There is not even one community where there are mobile homes here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have mostly single family, maybe 80% would be townhouse,
I would say that, yeah.
80% townhouse, condo, apartment style. And if you have someone that wants to rent, while they decide what to buy. There are a few apartment complexes there as well. And then, of course, there's the 55 and over community.
Yeah, definitely. And
if
it's a nice community.
It is. It's a nice place. Now, my mother lived in Mount Park Ranch for years in the just, everybody age pool. And, you're fine to do that too if you don't want to be age restricted. But if you do want to be with just people over 55, there are definitely a couple of those places as well.
Yes.
So Thanaa and I both sell real estate here in Arizona. I focus mostly on northern Arizona, where Thanaa works primarily in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix metro area, including Ahwatukee. We're going to put both of our contact information below, and you can contact either of us at any time by text, email, phone call. But if you're going to be looking at property, we're likely going to set you up with Thanaa to look at Phoenix, Chandler area, and me if you're looking in Sedona, Flagstaff, Verde Valley kind of a thing. Now, both of us have a YouTube channel. We're putting this video on both of our channels because we are partners, but we do post content, or at least I post content every single week. So if you like the video, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, if you would come back and see what we have for you next week. And if you really like our video, go ahead and hit the like button, and we hope to see you here again later.